Welcome back everyone, I'm Dior, and this is Long Live the Queen, try number 3. Okay, I've decided to go ahead and leave her dead. In case you've forgotten, we messed around a lot with the gala ball thing, and the encounter with, I don't even remember her name, but it was the lady that came, that came to visit us. She was like our aunt or something, and left when the Milk Viper came. She's apparently a Lumen. If you have 100 sense magic, you can find out that she's actually a really powerful Lumen, but revealing that secret she'll attempt to kill you. If you have 100 resist magic, well, maybe 100, you can reflect the spell back at her and kill her. So we blew her face off, and so she's dead now. But we also now we have her Lumen Crystal, which I don't know what that does. I was going to go a little bit further, just to the demon part, so I can, continue where we left off, but, I've noticed that following this particular plot, changes stuff. So, we're going to do some classes, we're going to continue working on wheeled magic. I'm just going to speed through it, because we already know about wheeled magic. You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events in the domain. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you don't realize your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. You're too kind, Jocelyn. Countess Siren, not a member of your circles. She's a bit more than a decade your senior, not too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old as noble women go. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arm in her grasp. How dare she make a move on your father? You'll go and shame her with scorn, which will fail. You meet her eyes and imagine your mother's disapproving presence behind you. She notices your stare but only smiles at you ever so sweetly. Darling Elodie, I hope you've been well. Fine. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and exits. Once she's gone, you raise an eyebrow at your father. Don't give me that look, young lady. She's a nice woman, nothing more. She wants something more, and it's not going to happen anytime soon. You should be careful how you deal with people like Siren. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. I am paying attention to what's around me. All of a sudden, there's a scream from the hallway. Rushing outside, you find a squire lying on the floor. An amorphous black shape like the imprint of a monstrous hand surrounds his neck. He is not moving. Before your eyes, the darkness fades away, leaving only ordinary bruises and a body. What? Sense magic success. It doesn't feel like a spell, not a Lumen spell anyway. What else could do something like this? Unfortunately, you don't make any lore checks. I don't know. Everywhere you look, there are shadows. Any one of them might be dangerous. So pretty much I gained 1 anger and then lost it. It'll take some time to sleep tonight. So now we have this thing that's lurking about. I guess it has to involve the fact that we killed that one woman. Of course that was in self-defense, so... But, with What's-Her-Face dead now, it does change some things, and apparently it changed more than I thought it would. I was going to point out one of the things that changed later on, but I wasn't expecting something like this. I know this thing for Julianna is probably to mention that the priestess is a Lumen, but there's also a lore check involved, so I want to go ahead and see if I can pass that lore check, which means I need faith, which is going to be difficult for me to get. Because right now I'm super duper depressed. Like, ridiculously depressed. So what we need is to become more cheerful. Cheerful. Actually, what we can do is just become, just keep getting less depression, and that should fix everything. I think. Yielding afraid. Yeah, we'll do that. So let's become less depressed. And that should work, yeah. I'll gradually get better at that. Anyway. Skills. We don't have any penalties. Oh, we're considered at 100 because we're wearing that outfit. That's fine by me. So what we're going to go ahead and work on is lore. So classes. This is the first time to ever even do anything involving faith. So let's get that started. Lore checks. Only a Lumen can channel magic, and only with the help of an attuned crystal. The ability to control a crystal seems to be inherent, so crystals can be passed from parent to child upon the Lumen's death. The kings and queens of Nova have all been Lumens for centuries, but in modern times magic is only used for ceremonial occasions and the direst emergencies. Alright, this is the stuff about the budget. This is all going to be the same. Accounting success, we already know. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and lower our taxes. This will make the people happy. If you raise the tax, it'll lower our overall funds, but it'll make people happy. If we raise the taxes, we get more money, but it makes people unhappy. Pissing off the people can eventually cause bad things. So I'm gonna go ahead and make them happier, because I didn't do so well at the ball, or the gala, or whatever it's called. So we're gonna go ahead and lower the taxes. Let's lower the taxes a little, as you wish. Alright. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough lore yet, so I'm gonna keep on working on that. We'll keep lowering our depression. So we're gonna take some more classes. We're gonna take some in lore. Yeah, we'll take some more in lore. Long ago, the continent of Borealis was ruled over by a single witch king. Until a rival line of Lumens challenged for the crown, the resulting war went on for 100 years with powerful spells that damaged the land so badly that even now no plants will grow. Legend has it that long ago, a horde of Yavini on the back of tentacle monsters rode into the Valley of Me, laying waste to all in their path. Their conquest was only halted when a Lumen raised a great flood to drown the invaders. So there you go. Alright, here's the thing about the man strangled his wife. We already know that he's a Lumen. So we're just gonna go ahead and pass through all this. Oh, I did get a message mentioning that there is a beta patch right now that will actually show like pictures and stuff of you dying. Unfortunately, I've kind of, by the time this video is going to be out, I've already going to be done with, you guys would have already seen a number of deaths without it happening, so. Anyway, and also I'm not really comfortable with just doing a beta patch, so I'll just let it be for now. Alright, demons. This man is a Lumen. Where did he get a crystal? Question him about the crystal. It was a demon's magic that killed your wife, not your own magic. So you know what I am. He throws out his hands and his fingertips elongate into floating strings of gold. Die. Golden chains slash at you like whips. This magic says. With so much warning, of course, it is easy for you to resist. His attack bounced harmlessly off your shields, and the chains flying back in the direction from which they came, where they find an easier target. Anger. Before your eyes, the renegade Lumen is choked to death by his own powers. For a moment, an orange crystal materializes next to his body. I guess I'll have to take that for safekeeping. That's the other way you can get a crystal. So we actually have 2 spare crystals, which I don't think that matters. Mood-wise, unfortunately, we got angry. That's not exactly what I want. I want to become afraid, but we'll just have to make do. Let's get more depression. Or less depression, that is. Alright, so we're still depressed. We're still going to need to work on our other stats here. So I want to work on meditation next. Meditation is like one of the more useless skills. Supposedly it can be used in situations where you have to use composure, and if you fail composure, you might get a chance to use meditation. Though it's like one of those hidden checks, I believe. So, no worries there. So, we're going to go ahead and do some more classes. Yeah, we're going to do some classes with meditation. Actually, we'll do divination first, why not? You learn that the gods cannot be forced to divulge information about the future, and that the most powerful omens are those which arrive unexpectedly. Dropping your favorite plate is bad luck. A statue spontaneously shattering is a bad omen. My lady, there's a letter for you. Who sent this? It isn't signed. Ah, it appears to be a poem describing you in a manner that is entirely inappropriate for a queen. I what? With a squid? I think I'd become angry if I do it. That's hilarious. It's terrible. Who writes this garbage? Just then, an incredibly unlucky breeze swirls between the windows of your tower bedroom, tugging the paper out of your hands and off into the sky. You stick your head out the window to discover the poem caught and fluttering on the roof nearby. You can almost reach it. Yeah, if we go and grab it, we're probably gonna die. I'm pretty certain of it. I don't have any balance anymore, so we'll ignore it. What's the worst that can happen? It blows off and someone reads it and laughs at you? That's better than breaking your neck. Besides, if you're lucky, it will rain and wash the words away. I'm pretty sure it's going to come up sometime. I'm not sure what causes that event. It's kind of weird. It happened the first time, but it didn't happen the second playthrough. Alright, so we're still not doing well with this. Okay, well, actually, is there a way to Is there a way to become afraid? No, there's no way to become afraid and cheerful, unfortunately. You can become yielding again. Oh, yielding gives me bonus to freaking, faith. You creep through the castle dungeons catching... Yeah, we've already read this. Oh wait, no, it's, this one's different. You creep through the castle dungeons, catching glimpses here and there of the fate that awaits troublemakers in this kingdom. Even nobles can end up here sometimes. It's a good reminder to stay on the straight and narrow. So, we're yielding. We could have gotten this a lot earlier, I apologize, because, you know, I'm not that smart. Anyway, actually we probably couldn't have, because we were at 5 depression originally, so, whatever. Classes... Oh, by the way, now we get bonuses to this stuff, which is good. So, classes, meditation, done. You practice assuming a sitting position that allows you to be relaxed and tranquil without being so relaxed that you are likely to fall asleep. You can close your eyes and relax every muscle of your body in turn, letting that feeling travel down through you from your head to your fingertips and toes. You take slow, deep breaths, letting that air move through your body, feeling it give you life and energy. You stare into a polished crystal ball and relax, letting your mind wander. New outfit. I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Titan and Duke of Region of Elaf, has passed away. This isn't really a surprise. He was pretty old. The problem is the political implications. With the control of Elath in doubt, it falls to the crown to make decisions. Young Lord Adair will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. His stepmother, Eris, the Duchess of Lila, has petitioned that the boy be left in her care. This would, however, leave her in personal control of 2 neighboring duchies, which is generally forbidden, almost the entire eastern border. I don't know anything really bad about her, though. The boy does have a living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar, or you might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead. The Earl of Ishtar has suggested another possibility. You and Adar are both young, but not too far apart in age. He requests that we accept the boy as your future husband and keep him here at the castle. Leave him with Reese. We're gonna go ahead and send him to the grandfather. He'll probably die, but whatever. The Earl of Ishtar is the closest blood relation that Adar has. He should be regent. As you wish. Alright, mood-wise, we're doing okay. I would like to get rid of this yielding eventually, but there's not much I can do about it. It's just kind of annoying. But we can start working on getting rid of depression and all that. Alright, so we did go have a new outfit. It's obviously the priestess robes. And that's kind of cool. Technically, we don't really need this either, so let's go ahead and change the outfit. We'll go ahead and go with the priestess robes. Yeah, we're at 93.8, real magic. We should be okay. I can always just go and pick it up later if I need to. Even at yielding, you're supposed to have -3 at Lumen, but since I have so many points in it, I only get minus 0.06, which isn't that big of a deal, and then that negates it. Anyway. So the main thing I want to work on next is just keep finishing off the lore stuff. So let's do that. So classes, lore. Wow, that's a lot of bonuses. Alright, so legend says that the island domain of Melanie was once a single island instead of a cluster until an invading Novan queen raised a terrible pillar of fire that shattered the land into pieces. At the height of the Novan Empire, all the major dukes and duchesses were lumens, and they conquered their enemies with beams of light and terrible summoned monsters. Those monsters eventually broke loose, killing their captors and destroying the old capital of Cathri Lake. The resulting chaos shook the empire. 200 years ago, a great force of darkness covered Nova, threatening to wipe out all life in the domain. It took the self-sacrifice of the queen and her complement of lumen to defeat that doom. Only the Dirk of Ursel refused to join in the defense and therefore survived. Okay. I think that's why the king doesn't like lumens anymore. A lumen once tried to lift the curse from an enchanted spring whose water was poisonous and glowed green. After dispelling the magic, she tasted the water and fell dead. The green glow was not a curse, but a spell placed by Lumen long before to warn everyone away from the spring's natural poison. Lumen may willingly surrender control of his or her magic to another. This was how the Novan Empire came to dominate the world. A growing force of lumens focused on a single ruler, granting the king or queen immense power. I think that's good enough. There's a woman here to see you. She's a magician and wishes crown patronage, which means money. Your Royal Highness, if you accept me as a member of your court, I will moralize you in word and song. I dabble in musical styles from many countries and can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings. Moralize me in words. I wonder if she wrote that filthy poem. The musician sings a little ditty to demonstrate her skills with the lute. She's actually pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and accept her. So far she hasn't done anything all the times I've accepted her. But you never know. Very well, you can remain as part of the court. I will do my best for you. Okay, so I have like ridiculously high lore now, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Julianna and see what she's got to say now. Psst, I need to talk to you. What is it? That priestess, Celine, she's a lumen. I can sense it. I know. What do you mean you know? If you knew that, why didn't you tell me? You didn't need to know. Your job is managing the domain. Some of us have other duties. Our missions have been passed down for centuries, little princess. Lore success. Where did she get a crystal? All the lumens in the domain were supposed to have been wiped out 200 years ago. Except for your ancestor. We were here to train you. You don't need to know any more than that. Okay, so all it did was give us a little bit of info. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and change our outfit. We're gonna go economics. Actually, what can I work on? I certainly wouldn't mind more presents. For the most part, we're in good shape now. We don't have anything we need to work on besides, well, we can work on we can probably work on divination and see what that stuff gives us. Or we can start working on things like reflexes and those things. What's our mood at right now? We're afraid, depressed, yielding, and so forth. The issue is the loneliness here. What does loneliness give us? Conversation and medicine. Which is stuff I don't really need. Oh, great. Wonderful. Royal demeanor. I wouldn't mind getting skilled in weapons and taking part of the tournament again, and hopefully this time not get screwed over. We'll see how that goes. But for right now, we don't have many choices, so I want to go ahead and go with classes. And we're going to go ahead and work on flattery. I think that's our best bet. Conversation. Actually, we can work on royal demeanor if we really want to. What's our skills at? Okay. Classes. Presence. You know what? Screw that. Reflexes, dance, flexibility. Alright. Well, I do kind of want to take part in the birthday party, so we'll go ahead and go with agility. Reflexes. So, yeah, that'll be fine. Your teacher walks around you, prodding a finger at you solely in order to train you in blocking those touches without triggering fear or faster breathing. You practice with a jump rope to increase the speed of your footwork. You receive a letter from young Lord Adair. It's an extremely formal letter for such a little boy, thanking you for your wisdom and allowing him to live with his grandfather, who probably dictated every word he wrote. More talking with her. I didn't know I could keep talking to her. If you attack an enemy lumen and you win, they leave behind a crystal. Is it possible to combine that crystal with mine to make it stronger? Each lumen can hold only one crystal. The only way to combine their power is if a living wielder chooses to join its power to another. Oh. So I should destroy all the crystals to stop anyone from using them against me? That is the traditional policy, but it is a lie. Lumen crystals cannot be destroyed. Rulers claim otherwise to discourage thieves from seeking dangerous treasures. What am I supposed to do with a crystal then? Guard it, or hide it, or give it to another into others' hands to wield. But if the last holder of the crystal was an enemy, the resonance of the crystal will work against you. It will be attuned to a personality as foolish or violent or scheming as the Lumen you defeated. So anyone taking the crystal would probably become a new enemy. That's useless. A weak-willed candidate might be acceptable to the crystal and yet still controllable. You could then steer that Lumen away from dangerous paths, making an ally and changing the crystal's resonance. It is, however, a dangerous endeavor and one that requires your complete attention. Not really a project I can work on while I'm so busy studying for my coronation. So we have a bunch of crystals that we can't use. That's pretty much the gist of it. That's okay. What was I working on? Oh yeah, reflexes. And oh, we did become more pressured. That's good. I don't even remember what I was working on. Oh yeah, I want to get angry, I think. Oh, actually, that's going to be easy, because once I get my reflexes up, I'll be able to do sports finally. So we'll just stick with that. You practice solo tennis, hitting a ball against the wall repeatedly in order to train your hand and your eye to react. You may now play sports on the weekends. You practice running at high speed back and forth over a small area, making quick turns and changes in direction. Logistics, trade failed. If you make that check, you would get the option to increase your troops, I believe. Staring up in the sky out the window, you notice a strange flash of light. Divination failed. Falling star, pretty. Well, we got cheerful. That balanced that out, at least. Angry and lonely. That's good. We want to get rid of that. +2 willful plus... Okay. Take some sports. Yeah. We're still yielding, though. Alright, skills. Well, I'm done with reflexes. I don't really need to work on anything else. Except things like athletics, which... Not sure what I would even use that for, but... Let's try, let's go ahead and mess around with... Well, actually, no. I want to go ahead and Let's do some classes on presence. We'll do royal demeanor, actually composure as well. You practice deep breathing exercises, learning to find and maintain a sense of inner calm. You practice positive thinking, maintaining a good self-image, and conditioning yourself to carry on rather than be frustrated by any past misstep. You practice sitting calmly while your teacher circles around you and makes unexpected loud noises at random intervals. I have unpleasant news to report. Edgar the Young, yeah, he's dead. What? He was shot with a crossbow while playing on the grounds of his grandfather's estate. How did this happen? Where were the guards? This is not the first time such events have happened within the realm of Ishtar. The Earl of Ishtar's wife and the oldest daughter also died under mysterious circumstances. Then his daughter married young and died, giving birth to Adair. With Adair dead, the only family he has left is his second wife and their son Connor, who's 15. Blame no one. So, I guess if you make the check, you can make a blame that's a little bit more educated, but I still wouldn't do it, so blame no one. No matter what we do, things keep going wrong. Then there's the matter of the Duchy of Elath. By blood, the nearest living heir is Talaris, the Duke of Sidna and Talis. But he's not even Novin. One of his ancestors was. Elath is a major duchy. You cannot afford to lose control of it. And we failed on production. I think the production check is for more military as well. Delay. I don't want to make any decisions after secession about secession right now. For the moment, put it under the direct control of the client round. I'll sort it out later. Alright, good stuff. Unfortunately, that made us afraid, so we don't have any anger again. So we're just gonna go ahead and do some more sports. Actually, what we can't do is go ahead and do, we can become depressed, but that's not gonna be, that won't help us either. So let's just get angry again. Alright, skills. Classes. Elegance. Yeah, it's fine. kind of already failed the divination checks, but so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Alright, so classes, elegance, elegance, done. You practice walking along a narrow rail, taking each step carefully and focusing on your balance. You practice standing and walking with books balanced on your head. You practice the elegant way to hold and sip from a teacup, your pinky slightly extended for balance. My lady, there are letters for you. Another letter from Julianna. Why does she keep writing me? We were never even friends. She says she's bored and lonely, and she's looking forward to seeing me at Gwenelle's birthday party. That's right, Gwenelle's about to turn 15. She'll be Duchess of Surbury by now, for real now. The slide of the letter must be my invitation to our birthday celebration next week. Gwenelle and I were friends at school, and this will be a big event, but it's also a long way to travel. A lot of things can happen on the road. We won't have to send her our regrets. We won't have the skill checks to survive it, so go ahead and send her our regrets. I'd better stay here. In the meantime, though, we can go ahead and keep working on getting angry. Or we can work on... Yeah, that's good enough now. Yeah, we'll just become angry. Let's make sure, I don't think I'll make the court manners check, which is going to be annoying. Well, conversation. Actually, what's your skill bonus at? That might not be high enough. No, it is. Okay. Classes, flattery, flattery. We'll see how that goes. You know what? It's not even there's no point in doing that. Skill, skill. So, presence. Even though we don't really need presence anymore. You stare at yourself in the mirror, practicing focusing and transmitting energy with only your eyes, turning the intensity of your gaze on and off at will. You practice using different styles of breathing in order to feel more energetic and to let that energy surround you for others to share. Yay, outfit. You plant your feet in a strong stance, imagining that you are a tree deeply rooted in the earth. You can feel that power within you and know that you will not be pushed aside. You practice focusing your attention on individuals as you pass, letting them feel a brief connection with you before you formally acknowledge them with a nod. All my friends are at Gwenelle's party. I don't get to go. And I failed the court manners. I sent Gwenelle a letter saying I couldn't come, but it was her mother, the Countess, who replied. I think she's insulted that I didn't consider the event important enough to attend, so I didn't send a gift. And that pissed her off. Oh well. Let's go ahead and become willful. Alright, so now we're angry. And classes. We want swords. And get that going. Take a wooden sword and practice correct grips and stances. You practice slow swings to move your blade to precisely mark targets, building up your muscles and control. You drill with a partner, attacking and blocking in carefully timed patterns. The Duchess of Leela has sent you a gift. What's this? It's a cushion finely embroidered with the design of a running horse. It's well done and clearly required hours and hours of needlework, but it's also fairly useless. That's nice, I guess. Alright, so that's done. Become more angry. I can become less angry. Well, let's go ahead and be less angry. Oh, I guess I'm lonely again, aren't I? Yes, I am. I'm lonely. Oh well, I could have used that sooner. Oh well, let's see, what can I work on then? I can work on medicine, but that doesn't really help me either. But we can work on conversation. So classes, conversation, conversation, flattery, flattery, done. You learned it's important to make eye contact when saying nice things about someone. You learned that flattering comments have the best impact when kept short. Gushing makes people feel awkward. You learned that it's always better to compliment people for their personality and their choices than their physical attributes. Get an outfit. The Duchess of Mead is here to see you, my lady. Hello, Elodie. I'm sorry to trouble you, but have you seen Brienne? No, not since I left school. She shakes her head. She's gone missing. She's not at school where she should be. I know she was unhappy, but I never expected. She wrote me a letter saying that she was bored and looking for adventure, but that's all I know. Oh dear. I hope she hasn't done anything too foolish. My poor little lamb. I have to go look for her. It is possible to go on an adventure with her, but requires quite a bit of planning ahead, to be honest. There we go. Let's fix that loneliness. Become angry and pissed off. And I'm probably need to call this video soon, so we'll do one more. What's our skills at? Okay. We'll take some classes in polearms. You learn about the variety of long weapons, from the quarterstaff to the spear to the halberd and glaive. You practice walking while carrying a long-wielded weapon, getting the feel of its size and weight, and learning to maneuver without banging it into anything unintentionally. You learn the basic stances, grips, and positions for staff fighting, and how to block a blow without crushing your fingers. As you are walking through the great hall, a freak gust of wind suddenly blows out all the candles in the room. How strange, there must be an open window somewhere. I think if you make that check, you also get a chance to get more military stuff. Anyway. Now everything's a little bit more even. We should be able to become -1 angry. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a video. So, let's save over this one. Why is it making me retype this? Whatever. Overwrite. It's not a big deal. I still have this save if I ever have to retrack. I'm hoping to actually, show you guys succeeding on this playthrough, which we're pretty much getting to that point. Yeah, we're practically at the point where we're going to have to do the tournament and then the other stuff. So, let's go ahead and call it for now. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Long Live the Queen. Try number 3. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.